Welcome back, everybody. I'm glad that you guys are joining us tonight. And as you may notice, Sharon is not with me tonight. I wonder what happened to her. Oh, man. Hopefully nothing bad happened to her. Oh, goodness. Let me just say hello to Remy. Hello, Clark. Cara, I'm sorry. It's good to see all of you guys coming in tonight. Happy Easter to everybody. Hopefully you guys have had a wonderful day celebrating Easter, spending time with family. And
I just got a stupid amount of candy. I'm going to get all my candy.
So Sharon's here with us tonight. Oh, just kidding. She's here. She was just getting ready to come on.
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, that light is too bright on you.
Let me fix our chair.
Let me lower that. There we go. That's a little better. There we go. Nothing like...
The chair falling apart when you sit in it.
Yeah, there we go. I made it.
Can you show them?
You can show them.
Okay. So as we see...
They can't see that.
I know.
Okay.
We have 3 gummy bears. 3. We got 1 Skittle, actually 2. I've been eating 1. So I like Skittles. Jelly beans. There's like white vest for my legs because I do track. It's gonna hopefully get my legs stronger. That's what I got for Easter, and I hid it on my chair with a blanket over it.
That is really bright.
I could turn it down some more. I could just kind of turn it. How's that?
It's a little better.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad everybody's coming in tonight.
Hi, guys.
Being part of tonight's stream. And of course, we're excited tonight because if you don't know, The Chosen second season premieres tonight. So we are super excited about that. We will be watching that at what time?
It's actually right now.
Oh, is it right now? I guess we'll watch it after we're done.
It was 7 Central.
So 8 p.m. Eastern. So, yeah, so 8 p.m. Eastern.
Yes. I bet a lot of people are watching that right now. I wonder if they've crashed the site.
No, I don't know. Maybe.
That's what I was worried about. But if you paid, like, if you donated over $300, you could watch it yesterday. But anyways.
So tonight's stream is titled Update on Sharon.
Ta-da.
Ta-da, she's still alive.
It's moving.
It's because Jimmy's down there scratching and shaking it.
Get Jimmy away.
Jimmy, come here. Jim.
I can't wait till we get our new house.
Oh, me too. Yeah.
That Wi-Fi signal is really bad. Is it real choppy, guys?
I'm off.
I'm off as well.
Oh, I'm not. Can you fix that up?
So I wouldn't worry about that little single thing anyway, because you're coming straight from your direct connection. So anyway, hello. Hey, Jason, it's good to see you. He said, Happy Resurrection Day. Yes.
It's better. Happy Easter. I'm so glad to be up and about.
Yeah. So
on this Easter.
So kind of walk us through what happened the last week. We, as you guys know, we probably haven't put much content out on this channel solely because I'm focused on the other channel. Like I have been putting out tons of content over there. And the content we put over here is a little bit more in depth as far as what we do over here. So Sharon's been laid up with COVID for the last 7 days, 8 days.
Today's day 9. I think.
Day 9. So it really wiped her out. So go ahead and talk about it for a little bit.
Yeah, it was great. So I went to work 2 Sundays ago, and I did 4 in a row, and I did something to my back. So I was supposed to work Tuesday, and I called out Tuesday. And so I had worked Sunday, and then Monday through Friday I had off, and I was supposed to go back on Saturday. And Friday night, I didn't feel good. Something's wrong. And I thought, well, I just don't want to go back to work. Okay. And then I started getting a temperature, and they check us at the door. I'm a nurse at a local hospital. They check us at the door. And if you're over, if you're over 99 point something, you have to check back within the 6 hours of your shift. And then if you're over 100.4, you can't work at all. Well, it was 2 or 3 in the morning, it went to 100.5. And I was like, well, you're bad if you do, you're bad if you don't. Because if you knew you had a temp and you get temp checked and you're over, then, they only have 5 minutes to try to find somebody. And then if you don't go in, then you're in trouble anyway. So I went and I called my charge and I said, I'm just going to go get checked. If they give me a negative on everything, then I'll just come to work. And so I went into our ER and I didn't feel awful. I mean, I felt sick, but they did the swabs. I said, I work here. I just need COVID, flu, A and B, and strep is what they test you for. And I thought everything was going to be negative. I just have a cold or something. And so they swabbed me and sent me back out to the waiting room. And about 30 minutes, maybe at the most later, the doctor came and he goes, well, your flu and strep are negative, but the other one's positive. And there's a couple people sitting around, told me that in the waiting room. And so I was a little oh my goodness. And I cry at everything anyway. So I started crying. I was like, are you sure? And I don't know. It's scary when you get that diagnosis because you don't know. Frank kind of makes fun of people. Oh, they're so scared of COVID and, 1% chance of dying. But I didn't feel good already, and I was terrified. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to end back up in here, and I'm not going to be able to breathe. And so I was bawling, and so I texted my manager, hey, I've got COVID, great. And we can't say that I got it at work because I hadn't worked with COVID in a month, and I hadn't worked in 5 days. So anyways, it was scary, and I felt okay for the first couple of days, just kind of a low-grade fever on and off, and then it hit me. Yeah, wore down. Those body aches. I couldn't barely move. I just laid on the bed, and we the second or third day, we got a 3-inch mattress topper, and it was so worth the money. If you guys ever have COVID, get the mattress topper. It was so good. But those body aches, I thought I was dying. And poor Frank, I'm a bad sick person anyways. I'm just really whiny, and I just don't do well being sick. And I just sat there and cried for a long time. And I was just I was scared. And then you would have a decently half of a good day, and you'd be like, oh, I feel so good, and then you go to walk around and you're like, nope, I don't feel good anymore, and can't really eat, and I don't know, but at least I didn't have respiratory. I got the sniffles. I'm actually coughing a little bit now, but it's more like a tickle in my throat. It's making me cough type of thing.
And then you lost
my sense of smell on day 6, and that scared me because I was like, what else is coming? We're supposed to be halfway through this thing, and just now I'm losing my sense of smell. And then the fever shot way up. Mm-hmm. It was over 101, and I just thought I was going to die.
You did. You told me that.
I just lost my sense of smell, and what else is gonna come? And it was awful. And I lived on Tylenol and Advil, and actually I still live on Advil. Advil was the thing that really took it away, took some of the pain away. But then it would come right back, and the pain was the worst thing of all. My goodness, it was so bad. But thankfully, I'm starting to get my smell back, which is a wonderful thing. I could smell Easter dinner today a little bit.
That was nice.
Everything just tastes salty to me. My sense of taste didn't never go away, but it just changed to salt, everything. And I am not a fan of salt. I really, when you poured that 4th cup of salt in our potatoes.
It was perfect.
I'm not a fan of salt. I don't know why. I don't really like it. So, it's been a really yucky thing to taste, but I'm feeling much better. The lady I called Friday, company care, because I was terrified, because that was a really bad day. Thursday, and then like the morning of Friday, I didn't sleep, and it was just so bad. And I called her, and I'm like, do I need an antibiotic? Like, I'm not getting better. It's been a week. What am I supposed to do? And I was like ready to cry, and she was like, well, honey, days 8 through 10, what I've noticed is they're probably going to be the worst. And I was like, I can't do this. I can't do any worse than what it is. It's awful. And I've actually felt so much better since then. Today I was able to be around in the kitchen and I helped cook. We all had COVID for lunch.
And that's probably the main reason why I haven't done any prayer streams in the morning, because the morning time.
I just couldn't. Well, I kept Frank up all night.
Every night.
Sorry. It was really bad. Just the pain was probably the worst thing. It was so bad. Yeah. And then like constantly having to, if you forgot to take the Advil or Tylenol within that like 4 hours or sometimes 2 hours in between, you would just be dying of pain. So it was really like back pain. It was really bad.
Yeah.
So
hey, you had it worse than I did when I had it.
Frank just lost his.
Yeah, I had COVID back in November, and I lost my sense of taste and smell, and that was about it. That was it for me.
A little bit of cold symptoms.
Yeah, but for the most part, I didn't nearly have it as a tenth as bad as Sharon did.
And Aubrey had it, but all she did was lose her sense of taste and smell. And I was really sick during that time with the sinus infection, and I figured I had it.
Yeah.
But I don't think I ever got tested then. Because I have sinus infections sometimes. So anyways, it was really bad. So now he can't make fun of people when they get scared of. He still does.
I still do.
It was pretty scary to get that, like, you're positive. I was like, what? Are you kidding me? Because we've seen the worst of the worst, So, and I constantly when we were working COVID, I always had to remind myself, like for every one person that's in here, there's like 1,000 people that are perfectly fine and, not in the hospital right now. And that would help us to get through it. But anyways, it's weird. It's kind of like everybody has the different symptoms, but I've heard of the body aches. But when you think body aches,
you think flu body aches.
Like, you don't think like
achy joints and.
Oh my gosh, it just went straight to my lower back. And one of our friends finally gave us. I say finally, she was really sweet. She sent over some oils, some of the doTERRA oils. I have frankincense from Young Living, and I was like slathering that on, and I thought, well, I better check it. And it actually, some of the reports say that it like makes it like lets the virus live longer or something that I was reading. And so I stopped using that because I was terrified then. But then she sent over some Breathe and some of it's not CBD, it's something else. But it's the one form of the CBD oil, and it worked really well on pain. If he's like my husband, he will always make fun of me. He's not very nice.
But I love on you still.
Yeah, right. Humor is the best medicine. Smell Frank or the chickens. Yeah, the chickens. We lost my favorite one.
Oh, we did. I guess I can tell that story. Yeah, we had another little cold snap here in Florida. When I say cold snap, anything below 60 is a cold snap, but it actually dropped into the 30s for that night. We had a frost warning, and we had just moved the chickens out a couple days or a few days beforehand. And we had already gone to the ordeal of them escaping. We lost 4 that way. And then we lost one more during this cold snap because I told Sharon I thought they would be fine out there. and we lost her favorite one.
My favorite one, the little brown one. I think she was going to be an Easter egger.
Yeah. So lost that one, but we still have 9. We still have 9 of the little ones.
9 out of 14.
Yeah,
15.
Not too bad.
We've lost like 15 throughout this whole thing.
Yeah, it's been a tough spring season for us for the chickens this year.
Let's see. Hi, Aircraft. Your sister had it bad. This is from Joe. She used colloidal silver and a face steamer to breathe it in. That sounds like that would have helped me. And yeah, it was that Sandra, it was that one oil. I forget how you say it or spell it. I think it's spelled a little differently. But yeah, it was that oil. And I just put some in a hot tea. She gave me the vegetable capsules. She said to put it, but I had been throwing up pills. So I was afraid to take it in a pill form. So I just put 1 drop in tea, and it actually kept me up though. I was kind of looking at it. I'm a Google person, and that's one of the side effects is insomnia, because it was like 3 a.m. and my eyes were like, and I was getting the restless legs. And then
I remember that night.
Yeah, I drove Frank crazy.
Yeah. But we did have brand new kittens that were born.
They're so cute. We have so many cats outside.
We were on the process of getting them all fixed, and we missed a couple because they're outside cats, so they come and go as they please. And so sometimes there's 2 that are identical,
Bubby,
and there's only
get one of the kittens.
And there's the only difference they have is
Get all 3.
they're sister cats, and the only difference they have is there's one that has a white mark on her nose, and that's the only way we can tell the 2 apart. Good legs and bad legs.
One's good legs and one's bad legs.
They're sisters, yeah.
Because Bad Legs had bad legs when she was a kitten.
And that's why she got the name Bad Legs.
She didn't walk properly.
And that's the one we have now, Bad Legs in here. Bad Legs is the one we missed through trying to get all the cats spaded.
Oh, we thought she was dead.
Oh, maybe we did that too. I don't know. But she just turned up and she was pregnant. She had the kittens in a trash can out on the porch.
On the coldest night that it's been in forever.
And Gabby found them.
Gabby has a smeller for kittens.
Yeah, she does.
She is definitely our cat and animal person.
Go ahead.
Sure.
Here's 1. Here's 2.
Here's the babies. They look. Gabby swears that they were born only a couple days ago, but they look more than.
Yeah, they look pretty big for just being born.
I think that they're like 3 or 4 days old instead of 2.
Yeah.
But anyways, we have 2 calicos and 1 black and white.
Yeah, 2 girls and 1 boy. So.
And they are pretty precious. So they're living in Gabby's dresser. Actually, that's where Mama thought that they were safe. So
that's where they currently are. So we got baby ones.
So anyways, they're
Somebody said 4 days old. They look about 4 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They look more than 2.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah, because they had all their fur cleaned by the time they came in.
And it usually takes Mama's at least a day to do that.
Yeah. Careful with them, Bubby.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. All right, thank you, son.
Anyways, that was a nice little surprise.
Yeah, that was.
Although that's 3 more that we have to.
Two girls that we're going to have to spade eventually. So, and there's one other cat out there that we found out that was pregnant as well, and she's due anytime. I'm sure we're going to go outside one day, and there's going to be kittens somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how it always starts. Every spring, we end up with like 20 cats that are all kittens,
But there's less this year. I think we've gotten. Would you say like 12 to 15?
Yeah, the pop.
cats
Mhm.
spaded.
Yeah.
So we get a discount if we do more than 3 at a time.
And
I think we took in 4 or 5 one day, and we got a discount, and we were like, "This is how we're gonna do it now."
we got the 2 big mamas taken care of first, the ones that
Always have kittens.
always have kittens, and since then they've just gotten fat and lazy, and they just lay around now.
We have our raccoons. Last night, Gabby opened up the door, and the raccoon. I think there's a family that comes on the porch now. They actually are laying in our cat beds on the porch. So we're gonna have to do something about those raccoons. But
Yeah.
for right now, the cats really don't seem to mind them. They must get along pretty well.
Tell them about the possum story.
The possum. Oh, we had Coco. I heard him like a weird bark. And he kept doing it. And so I went out there and he had a possum. And I was like, possum needs to run away. You know, like Coco would go and like nudge it. And then, but I forgot possums play dead. So that stupid possum, he was just laying there, like acting like he was dead. And Coco's like flipping him with his nose. And, anyway, so thankfully, because I was like, what do we do? I'm not going to have a possum attack me, like go to the ER, a possum attacked me. And so we were trying to get the dog in. Frank pulled up right then from his studio. So
Yeah.
he was able to get the stupid dog away, and then we just left the possum.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy. So
that's the first time
possums-
I've ever seen a possum play dead.
It really does play dead. I mean, and the dog was like trying to go at it, but then, and I guess it worked though, because Coco didn't kill it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. They really do. Possums gallop across my roof over here in Australia. That's pretty cool. They're actually really cute. Like they're
Ugly
those
cute.
animals that are so ugly. They're cute. Yeah, so, and Salty thought he had an adorable cat. Yes, Salty, we beat you with the cat. Somebody said up a little bit that somebody's wife was jealous. You can definitely have one of our cats. Absolutely.
Nail it.
Please, please come on and get them. The possums in Indiana would come up to the back door and want my cat to go out and play. Oh, I thought raccoons were supposed to be really vicious, but I think it's more like if the cats trigger them, like if the cats don't want to give them food or something, or, you know, something like that. But they seem to all be able to eat at the same.
A whole bunch of weirdos out there.
Our cats are like, sure, let's have a party. So, anyways, yeah.
So we got plans to get a couple videos put out in the next couple days. We did. We recorded how to prepare our Thanksgiving. That sounds like
Easter.
I sound like somebody that doesn't know what holiday we're in. Easter dinner, and we did that, and we also had another video. I thought we were doing the eggs washing.
I finally. I kept going literally because I wanted to get some videos out, but I would like come out and just look at stuff and get tired, and so I couldn't even do anything. So, but when we do our eggs, like we try to wait until we have quite a few, because for one, we already have eggs in the fridge, but also it makes everything dirty. Like you have chicken poop on the eggs, and so I have to put them all on the counter. So I have to bleach everything. And I showed it in the video, but like we are very careful because I am very careful because the kids had salmonella when they were babies, not babies, but like 4 or 5 year olds. And it was really, really, really bad. If you've never had it or known about it, it's really bad. You don't want it. And so we literally like spray everything with bleach afterwards. So I think we had about 6 dozen eggs.
Yeah, we had quite a bit.
to wash and everything. And they were like 3 weeks old. Some of the older ones were like 3 weeks old, and they were perfectly fine. So they're all in the fridge now and washed. And I don't really feel like we can give them to people because we have COVID. So we'll be eating eggs for a
we
little
got
bit.
lots of eggs.
Maybe have some quiche.
Maybe have some sunny side up eggs. You like those, Aubrey? So we are going to, once we get done here, we're going to watch The Chosen season 2.
Yes. Are you guys excited about that? I'm so excited.
And Stephen and I are going to resume our reviews of The Chosen episodes starting probably next week. We're going to start doing those again. So
is it one a week?
I think they're going to release it one a week.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I wish they would do it all at once. I just want to see
we would
it
be
all.
done. We would be done like it. We would stay up all night tonight and watch them all.
We would stay up all night. I'm so excited. We actually watched the trailer. If you guys haven't downloaded the Chosen app, where's my phone?
It's right there.
Here, give me my phone. So the Chosen, you can watch it for free. We actually have the DVDs, and it was on Up TV. So if you have cable, you might have that on demand. I don't know. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Oh, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to.
Right, stop moving it. Let it focus. No. Okay.
No, it's not. Okay, well, if you can't, it's like that one right there.
Yeah.
Has
a picture of Peter on it, doesn't it?
It has a picture of Peter. Well, they wouldn't know that was Peter. But then you open it up, like, so you download the actual Chosen app on your phone. And then when it loads up, you have, when people donate, you are able to see them free because people have donated it for you to be able to see it. It's lit up.
What is lit up?
The season 2, episode 1.
Oh, yay.
Anyway, so the app on your phone, you can watch it for free. And then if you go on there, you can get gear. We got a lot of gear. I love the gear. I like Get Used to Different. Yeah. And they're running really far behind because everybody's ordering this stuff. Because we got I know I used to be one way and now I'm another. And the only thing in between was him. We got those t-shirts, I think, or sweatshirts. They have a couple different new ones specifically for season 2. I think that was the new one for season 2. But yeah, so we're excited to watch that and get our gear here. It'll probably take a couple weeks.
They like our bookcase.
Oh, really? Thank you. That's it used to be Frank's backdrop, but we really don't have anywhere else to do a backdrop.
For us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
when we get the Christmas tree down,
maybe we'll.
Yes, we did say that. We do have our Christmas tree still up.
It is still up. It's looking a little sad though. And not sad because it's dead or anything. It's an artificial tree, but
the cats.
The cats have had a lot of fun inside our tree.
There's one whole area in the front that has no. We haven't even really. And then we have all of our prepper pantry.
Yeah, so we got a lot of stuff that we haven't done anything with. So. But
we really don't have room
to do stuff with.
To do anything, and we're waiting on the new house. So we'll see. We'll see. Sitting across from me right now, and she's watching. Oh, so they're doing a live stream. Oh, I'm sad. I'm excited. We watched the interview with the actor that plays Jesus. Yep. And that was a really cool interview. It's actually on the app, so you can watch that. But that was a really interesting. It was kind of like eye-opening. Though we got to about, I don't know, 2/3 of the way done.
Buy wager, wage war.
Buy. What is The Chosen?
Who said that?
That one.
This one.
The Chosen is a series on the life of Christ when he first comes into his ministry. And
unlike what we see portrayed in the movies where they got to get everything in and just a 2-hour film or a 3-hour film, or even they did a 4-hour film, you wouldn't be able to see all those things that Christ, how he interacted with things. So they go, they have a little bit of creative room where they do, but they do their best to stick with the scriptures. And
Scoot this way, you're way far out.
they do their best to stay within scripture, but it devotes a lot of time for us to get to know like the disciples and how Jesus interacted, and just we get to see more of the humanity side of Jesus. Not that he isn't God, but he's God and man at the same time. I know it's a hard concept to.
It is. And this kind of gives you a better
I think
grasp on it.
In an interview that the actor that portrays Jesus, he said, of course he probably skinned his knee as a boy. He's still a man, right?
Right.
So they're the things like, because I think it's in episode 3 in season 1, he's dressing a wound on his arm, because he's a craftsman, he works with his hands, and just like any other person that would. You would have those calluses and things like that.
And starting the fire.
Yeah.
When you watch it, Sandra, I'm excited for you to watch it. It's really, really. We binge watched it in 2 days.
I watched it 3 times. I've been watched it once.
Like a week.
I've been watched it once before I showed Sharon. Before I shared it with her, I watched the entire series before I shared it with her, and then we watched it together, and then we watched it again. And then
so good.
Then I re-watched it many times because I did a whole series on my other channel dedicated to The Chosen with Stephen. And then, we watched it with her parents. We watched it with some friends.
With my sister. My sister's a missionary, and we watched it with her, and her husband was still overseas, but watched it with her and her kids.
We watched it with our kids.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Sharon and I, we watched it a lot.
It's one of those things that you'll still get
goosebumps.
I used to cry when Jesus would come on the scene. Like, that is how into it you get. And you really get to see, like they were saying, he made a joke. He was like, we really, truly, like, made the fire. So he's, like, got the stick and he's trying to do the kindling. And he was like, leprosy, no problem. Kindling, oh. So you gonna have to watch it. It's really interesting.
And, the aspects of, Jesus having a little bit of humor. Of course, you would have to have a little bit of humor if you're interacting with so many people like he did. And especially the last 3 years of his time here on earth.
Yeah.
Because he
was a likable person. So he wasn't like that standoffish, like the deacon. Everybody's got that one deacon at church that's very kind of standoffish and like reserved. And like that's how a lot of the movies portray Jesus, that he was, holier than thou, and he was. But this like lets you see that, hey, like he danced at the wedding. He,
one of my favorite episodes was episode 3 where he interacts with the kids.
Jesus loves the little children. That's what it's called. And like you'll see him. He's trying to get the kids to like not be afraid of him, and he does like crazy sounds, and he's like and the kids start giggling, and that opens up the door. So it's like you have to be crazy when you're dealing with kids, or they're not going to want to listen to you.
And that now I'm thinking about it now, that title kind of encapsulates what we are. We're little children to him as well. Jesus.
But the little children are so much more innocent than we are. Like,
very true.
They haven't, I guess, sin is sin to Jesus, but there's something about the faith of a little child that gets you, they just believe everything, believe Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny and, but the things that really matter, they just accept it so easily.
Much easier than as an adult.
Because we have the weight of our sins, like, we have 38 years of sin on our back. Like, how could Jesus want us, but anyway, so the kids don't think about stuff like that. So, let's see. Grammy still has her Christmas tree up.
Who does?
Grammy does.
Oh.
I love that you're a normal family. We need more positive families. Yeah, we're pretty normal. We're pretty boring. But thanks for explaining. Gonna check it out. It is really, I don't know. I went to work and I was telling people about it, and we were like some of the scenes we would watch at work. And I think my favorite line in the whole thing is where they're talking about John the Baptist. And like Peter's at the end of his rope, like he's at his wit's end. He doesn't know what he's going to do. He's going to go fishing for the last time. And like the next morning, the Romans are going to come get him because he owes so much taxes.
Yeah.
And he is a scoundrel. He's like, he's a, what is it? What's it called when they, oh, he's a gambler.
Gambler, yeah.
He's a gambler. Like, I mean, he was just not a great
He always ropes his brothers into it.
Person, yeah.
He ropes Andrew into it.
Into his schemes. And so Andrew was in the midst of all of it. So Andrew comes running up, and Peter is just gotten into a tiff with his wife, and she's like, go fishing. And he's like, I found the Savior, the Messiah. And you know, he's like,
is he a mighty general?
Is he a big man? Does he have lots of money?
Is he a doctor?
Help us? He's like, no. He's what was the line? It's my favorite line.
Something about
it's creepy John saw a man or
yeah.
something, talking about John the Baptist. And like, and when you see John the Baptist, he is really creepy looking. Like,
he's very
why
wild
would anybody
looking.
Yeah, and that's, you know, he ate the wild honey, he ate the locusts in the desert. Like, he would have been a weird guy, like by himself all the time, you know. Anyways, it's just my favorite line in the whole thing, like creepy John. That's how everybody saw him. But then when he started talking about, and then there was the day that he baptized Jesus. And anyways,
which I'm thinking maybe we're going to see that in this season, where they'll probably flash back to that,
where they baptize.
Yeah,
I'm excited, and I'm seeing like on the season 2, what's it called? The trailer. They show Mary Magdalene like dirty again, and she was the demon possessed one that Jesus cast out the demons from her. And I'm just wondering if it's a flashback.
Yep, I think it probably would be,
or if something happens, I don't know. So I'm excited to see that, you know, what's gonna go on with that. If you have a certain version of the Bible.
We use the New King James Version. We used to use the King James Version for the longest time, but the New King James Version, for us at least, we love the Dr. Jeremiah one.
David Jeremiah, but he has all sorts of versions.
Right.
You're still way far over there. Your whole body is like out of the picture.
This is how I am in bed too, way over there.
Yeah, I know. He never likes to come near me.
But we have the New King James Version, and it's a Dr. Jeremiah line of them. Doesn't matter, but
I think our church uses the New King. And so when we first moved up here, we moved from a King James Version only church. And then it was just easier to go to the New King James so that we could follow along when they were reading it. And now we prefer it just because we're used to it, I guess.
Yeah, so that's what we like to do. So
it's live now. I know we're missing it.
So, but I think we're going to wrap up though now, because we got a couple things we still have to do before we sit down and watch it.
What do we have to do?
I don't know. I'm sure. Oh, I got to do something for Sparky. I got to do his. He has his premiere coming out.
The cartoon.
The cartoon.
Sparky, I'm excited.
So I really enjoyed Sparky's latest cartoon he did last week. It was awesome. I thought it was a great job for the first time he's ever done anything like that. So I'm looking forward to the second one. And I told him I would go shout it out on my page to get people to go over there. But
thank you, Lala.
But with that being said,
I'm going to get a piece of cheesecake.
Okay. We go live again, scheduled for Wednesday. Okay, so yeah, we'll be live again on Wednesday. So just keep your eyes out for content over the next couple of days that hopefully Sharon can finish editing and get out.
I'm going to try to be more consistent, but you never know.
Yeah. But with that, I just hope you guys all enjoyed your guys' Easter. Hopefully you got a chance to spend it with family. If not, I just hope you guys had a great day then.
And thank you for praying for me. If you did, I felt those. So thank you. I'm so glad to be feeling better.
Yeah.
And watch The Chosen.
Yeah, watch it.
Sometimes I think my sister had a hard time with the first episode just because it's like reading the first chapter of a book. It's kind of bringing you into, like, introducing you to some of the characters, so it doesn't quite make sense.
Yeah.
So at least watch the first two to kind of get you into it, and then I promise you'll love it.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, just like in any new series that you watch or anything like that. I know Steve and I talked about that a lot. Is that you get in that first episode and you're like, I'm not sure, but if you give it a chance and go into the second, because that first episode has so much writing on it, it has to lay out the time period that they're in.
I think the last 5 minutes of it is where you're like,
yeah,
I gotta watch this movie.
Yeah,
like I gotta watch the series. So
give it a chance. You won't regret it, I promise. And with that being said, I hope you guys all have a great night, and we'll see you guys on Wednesday. Bye, everyone.
Bye.